Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing good. Let's discuss some of the OOTB activities in pega in this video. Let's get started into the topic. So one of our subscriber has asked they want to know some of the OOTB activities in pega which are very useful. So I want to make this in two videos so that we can cover maximum of those. So I have listed some of the activities. So let's see how it is useful and what is the definition of this. So px parse Excel file. When we are dealing with Excel files, so we want to parse and see how the data is represented over there, and we want to read that Excel file and map those to a page list or page property. We use this px parse Excel file. You can see the definition of that. This activity is an API to import an Excel file. Okay, and these are the parameters that we have. Finally, we would be giving this is template, so we would be creating one binary file. In that binary file, we will be defining what would be the row and what with the column and all. So we will check whether it is having comma separated value in the sheet name or not. And this is when we want to pass the data inside the sheet, we will be using this boolean property. And few of the Excel files we know that they would be having heading, so those headers are not required to read. For that purpose we would be using this boolean, and once the file has been read, if you want to delete the file, you can give this boolean field. And if there are any errors or warnings or messages, Pega writes on this output page name, the page name you have to define. And next, generate ID. So generated ID is one of the OOTB activity that was there in work dash cover dash class. Normally we would be creating work objects, right? So A hyphen 123 or BC hyphen 456 like that. So to get this particular unique ID from the database, this particular generated ID is very useful. So you can see here this activity is getting called from work dash cover dash. It gets an unique ID from database that is assigned. So if you go inside this rule, this is where Java code is there, where we will get unique ID from the database. This is Java code. And the parameters for this is what should be the ID prefix and what would be the suffix if based on the requirement you guys having. Next, send simple email. Send simple email is one of the category where you can directly specify to subject message, and you can specify your email account, and if you want to attach or if you don't want to attach some content to that, if you want to attach this particular email to the work object, you can specify that as well with this do not attach boolean field. And if you want to send some individual mails, because there might be many email IDs based on the requirement, you can give this. And correspondence name you can specify, which is of role, obj, or core category. And these are the other parameters you can see, and based on your requirement, you can use that. Next, add work. Basically, when we are creating work objects, right? And if you want to add a new work object to the primary data page, sorry, to the primary page, this particular activity is very useful. This is a post-processing activity. So prior this also you need to create a new work object, and there are some parameters as well. What is the cover handle? What is the cover page folder key? Output page, output class. So there are many parameters where you can go through it, and you can twiddle this based on your requirement. Next, reopen work object. So this is one of the OOTB activity which is useful to reopen a resolved work object. So once life cycle of a case is finished, then we would be uh, updating it as resolved or completed or something. So if you want to reopen that by acquiring the log, you can use this particular reopen work object uses, and these are the parameters it would be expecting. Next, set ticket. I guess every one of us know what is the use of ticket. So to set the ticket in the flow, we can use this particular set ticket. It is just having one parameter, ticket name. If you specify that, our execution will be stopped from there and it will be jumping from there with this set ticket. Next, start flow. This is one of the OOTB activity which we rarely use this. So to start a flow on a work object, before starting this flow, you should of the work object, then only you can give this start flow. And these are the different parameters it is expecting. Next, add history. We know that add history is one of the rule where we would be maintaining on history memo of a class, sort of a work object. So basically we have a step directly history add, but Pega has given another OOTB activity as well. It's a history memo. It's just a text. Based on the requirement, we will be giving a text as a parameter. Next, open by handle. Basically, we have obj open by handle, but for few scenarios, to open a work object by the handle, you can use this particular open by handle. It is there in base class. Okay, and this particular work object is having many functionalities as well. You can go through this. Next, add work object party. We know that all the case lifecycle will be having some work parties for some approvals and all. So if you want to add a new work party to your work object, you can use this add work object party. It is expecting more parameters like party role, party class, party model, party page. Based on your requirements again, you have to twiddle this. Next, most commonly used, commit with error handling. This particular commit with error handling is present in work dash class. This particular OOTB activity commits all the changes to database in the thread. Few parameters like output page name and output page class. Based on your requirement, you can use this. Hope you did not learn any new thing because already these are many times used activities. But it would be like a refreshing our knowledge because this particular activities are there in Pega Process Engine 8 version. So if there might be few changes as well, and this work unlock is also most used OTB activity where and here if it is from different requester, if you want to release the lock, you can give this boolean, and these are like different parameters based on your requirement. You can use this. And in the next video, I would be covering some more interesting OTB activities. Thanks for watching this video. Please share this around your friends and Pega enthusiasts and support my channel.